Welcome back, guys, to Robbie Lakers. Today, the Los Angeles Lakers lose again to the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 2. The Lakers take another brutal loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 2 was a blowout. It was a beatdown. It wasn't all bad. The first half was competitive. The third quarter was competitive. But once we get to that fourth quarter and the Thunder went on that run, it was wraps from there. I liked what I saw out of Austin Reeves. He played much better than last game, but besides that, there's not much I could say. The Oklahoma City Thunder have a championship caliber team. The Lakers are missing their best player. It's kind of hard to overcome that, but you know, we're down 0-2. We'll see what happens game 3. So, honestly, Austin Reeves, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of you. Game 1, defensive, offensive struggles. Mainly offensive. He could not hit a three-pointer to save his life. He couldn't hit any single shot during that game 1. Now, I gave him a pass because, it was game 1. He's coming back from injury, things of that nature, but he played awful game 1. Let's just be honest. He played awful. We were all really disappointed. There's a lot of memes and stuff out there. But game 2, Reeves came to play. He was not messing around. He said, hey, this is why I'm asking for more money. I'm almost all-star caliber player. I could score. I could facilitate. And that's another thing the Lakers needed out there was another ball handler, because with Luka and Austin out, our only ball handlers were LeBron, Marcus Smart, and Bronny. That's not going to cut it, especially against the Thunder. So Austin coming back was a huge help to the Lakers, especially in the guard ball handling area. But back to what I was saying, Austin performed today. He performed game 2, did a great job. He was hitting really difficult shots, really nice shots. They looked good. When I say nice shots, I mean they didn't look as rough as game 1. The shots he was taking, they were just break after break. This game, even his misses looked good. They rolled in and out of the rim. I really liked what I saw out of Austin. He's kind of proving the doubters wrong that are saying that he can't perform in the playoffs and things like that. I'm kind of going to shut that down, because even though I know it's just one game, but he managed to score, and pretty well, against a championship defense. He managed to score 20 plus against a really good defense against Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, and Lou Dort. Now, am I saying it was easy? Am I saying he had a great offensive game and he played through all of them like nothing? No. Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, and Cason Wallace, they were all up on him every single play. You could tell that every single shot that Austin Reeves had to take today, not just Austin, the whole team, but right now I'm focusing on Austin. You could tell every single shot that he was taking, it was difficult. It was very difficult for him. The shot making did not come easy. It can't come easy against Oklahoma City. But somehow he still managed to get shots up and score. It kind of sounds like, oh, he got shots up, so what? No, it's not so what. The Oklahoma City Thunder don't let you get shots up. A really good thing that they're good at, I've already implied that they're good at defense, but another really good factor about the Oklahoma City Thunder that they're really excellent at is that they could stop you from getting shots. They don't let you get shots up. Mainly because they turn the ball over, but they make you turn the ball over, but it's really hard to get shots up against them, or even quality shots. So the fact that Austin bounced back, he looked good, he scored, he did what he could, was a really good sign. After that game, well, okay, I don't want to take it too far, but he kind of proved that he can do it. It was just, he was barely back from injury and he was rusty. Let's see if he could keep it up. You know, I'm not sure if Austin can replicate what he did today, but the way he looked today, I'm more confident that he could elevate his game, especially going back to LA. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the game remained pretty competitive. LeBron once again trying to will the Lakers to a win. He Every time LeBron stepped off the court, the minutes looked rough. They looked really rough. Why? Because he's our best ball handler. Austin is our second best ball handler, and he helps a lot having him back. But that OKC defense is rough, is really rough. They hit you, you feel it, it's rough. So, what I'm trying to say is it's really hard to overcome Oklahoma City's anything like statistically. Oklahoma City's offense, Oklahoma City's defense, their turnover rate, their plus minus, all of that. It's just really hard to beat them. And I liked what I saw out of LeBron. He's, I think today was his 300th. Is that how you say it? I don't know if that's how you say it, but 300th playoff game. So this was his 300th playoff game. Lots of experience. He's seen it all, every single type of defense for 20 years. He knows what he's doing. He looked comfortable out there. He did have a few rough plays, but besides that, I think LeBron played really good. Now, everyone else, I don't remember the stats quite exactly right now, but DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, Jake LaRavia, Luke Kennard, these players aren't helping. They're trying, but they're not helping. They're not doing enough. JJ's playing them a lot of minutes because we don't have a lot of good backups. Oklahoma City Thunder's playing like a 12-man rotation. It's really hard for a Laker team that only plays like 7, 8 players to contend against a team that has a 11 to 12 player rotation. That's how good the Thunder is. Jared McCain is a bench player, and he was torching us out there. Bench player. Other teams would kill to have Jared McCain as a starter. That just shows OKC's depth. That just shows OKC's insane offense and defensive skilled players. They just have so much that it's really hard and difficult to deal with. But yeah, it's just really hard to beat Oklahoma City. It's annoying. And once again, they are flopping again. It wasn't as bad as the last game, so I'm not saying we lost this game because they were flopping. Okay? A lot of people in the comment section seem to think that when I was complaining about the flopping, that's the reason why we lost. No. Game 1 we lost because Oklahoma's just overall better. Game 2 we lost because Oklahoma's just overall better. We didn't lose because of the flopping. Now, what I am saying is they flop. Just because they're a good team, and that's not the reason why we lost, they flop. They just flop a lot. Oklahoma City's kind of unwatchable. I just hate watching them. I don't know why. It's because it's not just the Lakers. It's any other team. What they'll do is they'll hit you every single play and hope the refs are not going to call it every single time. So they'll bump and hit you every single time. And they'll just pray that the ref, gets tired of it and he's just not going to call it every single play. So the refs get used to Oklahoma City just playing rough. But the second a player hits a Thunder player, that player goes flying, they flop, and the other team gets punished for trying to play rough too. I don't like that. If you're going to let Oklahoma City play rough, let the Lakers play rough. Once again, it's not just the Lakers. If you're going to let Oklahoma City push you around, let the other team do the same thing. I don't like when I see these games, Thunder games, where they're just pushing you around, fouling you, doing all these sorts of herky-jerky movements to get the calls. And then the other team tries to do the same thing and they don't get the call. It just doesn't make sense to me. Don't know why that's even possible. The NBA should look into that, but that's just how they play. Once again, I'm not saying that's why we lost. The Thunder are a better team. But the flopping is getting ridiculous. them playing super rough and the other team not being able to is also getting ridiculous. And yeah, that's just my little rant on that. But yeah, man, Lakers are down 0-2. Not much to expect. I liked what I saw in the first half. Reeves had a good bounce back game. Role players need to step up. Let's see what happens in game 3. Later, guys. Like and subscribe.